Everyone, my name is Aditi Jain. Welcome to Blue Sky Immigration, where we revolutionize about how to prepare for IELTS. So in this video, we'll enlighten you with some of the do's and don'ts of IELTS writing. So primarily in this video, we'll be discussing about the don'ts of IELTS writing. So I repeat about the don'ts. What do you understand by don'ts? Don'ts are the things which are strictly not allowed to do in your IELTS writing. So let's discuss about the don'ts of IELTS writing. First point is, do not use abbreviations. What do you understand by abbreviations? Abbreviations, as you know, are the shortened form of words, phrases, or even lengthy sentences. So uses of abbreviations is very common. For instance, students used to write ABBR, which stands for abbreviations, Press for President, Mr. for Mr. So these are the abbreviations which are strictly not allowed to write in your IELTS writing. The only two abbreviations which you can use in your IELTS writing are UN, which stands for United Nations, ISRO, which stands for Indian Space Research Organization. Hence, if you are using abbreviations which are relevant from the point of view of your IELTS speaking, then it is fine. But if you are using it informally, then it will hamper or decrease your score. Remember, these are the 4 parameters on the basis of your IELTS writing be judged. First is content, second is your lexical resource, third is coherence of ideas, and fourth most important is your grammar. So students, second point is, do not use memorized answer. I repeat, do not use memorized answer. Your answers should come naturally to you. There should be flow of thoughts and your expression should be really natural. So students, usually try to copy many templates from YouTube, but now examiners are way more super trained. So they have come across multiple repetitive templates, and they know that you are copying it, so it's not your answer. So I repeat, structure your own answer. Do not memorize your statements. Students, third point is, do not use contractions. What are contractions? So let me explain you what are contractions. When you shrink a word, it's called a contraction. There are basically when you use, for example, when you use don't instead of do not. So this is contractions. And shouldn't instead of should not. These are all part of contractions. So this has to be avoided in your writing IELTS test, because we have to sound bit more formal. So in IELTS, you are aware, you have to sound bit more formal, and contractions are bit more informal in nature. So while speaking, you can use contractions, but not in writing part. So let us discuss with some of the examples of contractions which students used to use in their IELTS writing. To be. Under to be, students use I am instead of I am. You are instead of you are. He's instead of he is. She's instead of she is. It's instead of it is. Last is there instead of they are. These are the contractions used in to be. Let's discuss to have. In to have, students used to write I have instead of I have. She's instead of she has. And you have instead of you have. So these are the contraction form and these are the expanded form which should be used in your IELTS writing. Now let's discuss about will. Under will, students used to write I'll instead of I will, you'll instead of you will, they'll instead of they will. So you need to write the expanded form in your IELTS writing. Let's discuss about the last highlight, negative. In negative, students used to write she didn't instead of she did not, he wouldn't instead of he would not, they wouldn't instead of they would not. So keep this thing in mind. You can't use contraction words in your IELTS writing. Okay students, so let's discuss about more examples using contractions. What you use to make mistakes in your IELTS writing. So let me share some examples. First is I should have finished my homework but I didn't. So in this sentence, what are the contractions you have used? Should have, didn't. Okay students, so second sentence is he wouldn't gone traveling if he had have known how expensive it was gonna be. I wouldn't gone traveling if I have had known how expensive it would be. So here contractions which are used are wouldn't, I have. Okay students, so let's come up to third point. Third sentence is the government should have developed better public transportations. Repeat after me. The government should have developed better public transportation. So here tell me what are the contractions which I have used? Should have. Okay, let's come to the fourth example. Fourth is if you are gonna learn a language, then improve your pronunciation. If you are gonna learn a language, then improve your pronunciation. So here what we have used, your. Remember, these contractions are not used in formal writing of IELTS test. You should keep these errors in mind that it's not allowed to use in your IELTS writing. So let's come up to fourth point of don'ts of IELTS writing. So fourth point in your don'ts of IELTS writing is do not repeat words. It means you should not repeat a same word again and again, like I repeat the word do not, do not. So what could be the other word you can use instead of do not? Like for example, you can use avoid and prevent. So we will not be repeating the words, the same words in our essays. We will use variety of words, or say it's synonyms, because if we use the same word, examiner will not know the range of our vocabularies and command over our language. So it's my advice to use synonyms of the same word you want to write in your essays. So do not repeat words. Instead of repeating words, use synonyms in your IELTS writing. Okay students, let's come up to fifth point of your IELTS writing. Do not, or you can say avoid, the use of slang or SMS like spelling. Sorry for the inconvenience, it's like spelling. Due to the ring light, you must not able to see the word. It's do not use slang or SMS like spellings. So you can use slang only between friends. Like we used to hang out with friends, we use slang words or SMS like words, but in your IELTS exam, it's strictly not allowed to use SMS like words. So you cannot write, for example, dunno instead of don't know. These are the slang words students used to write in their IELTS exam. Wanna instead of want to. I wanna do that, I wanna do that. Gonna, like I have used in one of the example in the previous point, in the third point, where it is not allowed to use contractions. So gonna instead of going to. SMS like spelling means to save typing while chatting. So we usually write you instead of you. Like it's a very common mistake. Students used to write single U instead of you, which is strictly prohibited in your IELTS writing. You instead of you, C instead of C, and IDK. Like I don't know why students used to use these words where it's strictly prohibited. IDK for I don't know. TTYL, IMHO, TTYL, which stands for talk to you later. Like it's okay to write in SMS like while you are chatting with your friends, but in your IELTS writing exam you can't use these words. IMHO, what do you understand by IMHO? It's in my humble opinion. In my humble opinion. So these are the slang words, or you can say short forms, which is not allowed in your IELTS writing. Okay students, so the sixth point is you should not copy the question as it is. Never ever you have to think about copying your questions or borrowing a line or two form of the questions, or you can instead paraphrase your questions, then write the answers. About paraphrasing we'll be discussing in the next video. It's like a paraphrasing is like you are paraphrasing a question in your own manipulated words without changing the meaning of it. But now you just need to understand that what is given in the question and write it in your own word without changing its meaning or objective. That's basically paraphrasing. So I repeat, do not copy the question as it is. Instead, paraphrase your question in your own words. So let's come to our seventh point, which is don't forget to answer all the part of the task. whatever is asked in your questions, do attempt all the question and write properly in your each and every task. Eighth point is, don't use emotive language. What is emotive language? Example discussed, like students used to use this language. Disgusting, fabulous. So you can't use this emotive language in your IELTS writing. The only abbreviations which you can use in your IELTS writing is, that is, example and etc. These are the only three words which we have discussed earlier. These are the only three words which you can use. Okay students, so let's discuss about our last point in don'ts of IELTS writing. Do not use colloquial expressions. Example, I had a great time. Do not use any idioms in the writing sections, as they are far too informal and often used in the wrong way by our English learners. So do not use any kind of idioms. Like, you have to be very formal. Keep this thing in mind while writing your task. You have to be formal throughout.